You know what it is. You know what it is. Where we at? M.O.D Studios. I'm Michael DeLu. I'm here with the beautiful Raj and Jig. Oh!
Yep, you know what it is. It's the trio talk. We are back again, and today we got some great questions, so let's get into it.
Yep, okay, y'all know what it is. The rules are be honest, don't plead the fifth, and be you.
Let's get it. What's the first question?
The first question is, what's your biggest pet peeve about shopping?
I get overwhelmed.
Okay,
Shopping in general?
We'll let you go first.
Yeah,
actually.
you can go first.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed, but I do shop a lot. I have a problem. That's why I do all online. But with the scamming, I don't know. I have to be careful.
You saying you want to start scamming?
No.
No.
You said what's...
With scamming going on, like too much
putting
is
your card
happening.
online.
Yeah,
it's already there though.
Even with like
Yeah.
Apple Music, my stuff. I told you about that.
Yeah.
They ran me up. I'm not. I'm cool.
That's right.
I'm stocked up with stuff.
Now, honestly, if I see something that I really like, I'm gonna just buy it. Like, it don't matter. If it's shoes, especially if it's a hoodie, I'm gonna just buy it and figure it out
A
later.
hoodie and a hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for me, honestly, like, I don't really have that, like, really a pet peeve when it comes to... I guess my pet peeve is if they don't have my size. Like, if, like... Actually, that is my biggest pet peeve. If I see a fire shirt, and then I'm looking for my size or my pants, and they don't have it, that's the only pet peeve. But as far as, like, getting shit I want and getting shit I like, I always get shit I want.
And I don't like when the stores be messy neither. Like,
yes,
you can't
unorganized.
I like online shopping a little better too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just unsafe.
It is. You gotta get that.
You said it's just unsafe?
That VPN.
Get a VPN when you shop.
That VPN.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Next question. Best excuse to get a man or woman out the crib after a one-night stand?
People do that?
What you mean?
What did you say?
People have one-night stands?
Oh.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
No, that's a joke. I was trying to be funny, but I'm not answering that first.
Why you don't answer?
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not answering this question first. So.
I'll probably say like I gotta go pick my friend up. Like you gotta set up the situation low key. Text your friend.
I think you have to know from the beginning, like so that you can have a plan.
But if she's really trying to like stay, you gotta really be like.
Wait. Is it you said to leave their place or to get them out your place?
Get them out your place, right?
Yeah, to get them out the crib.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I feel like both it's a big difference between the two.
It is a big difference. You can leave.
So
especially if they Uber, then you could be like, I gotta take you home real quick. I gotta go pick up my friend. Like you could drop them off and go back to the That's lucky.
Sounds really personal.
Yeah. Don't say that. Not me.
Wow.
Just a thought.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I feel like I would have to be just straight up. Like you gotta go. I got work in the morning. I feel like it would be easier for me. I don't know why.
To be straight up?
Yeah, I feel like girls get their feelings hurt a lot more. I feel like it's easier to kick a guy out. If that makes sense.
If you kick her out, she's not coming back.
Yeah, like she.
Back.
Oh.
She gonna feel like.
She's gonna. Yeah. And you've been. We don't.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
I think like the most the most natural thing that
So dramatic.
I think the most natural thing you can do is just like fall asleep, like, and just hope they'll like kick themselves out. You know,
bro,
like
it's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
She's gonna make herself comfortable. Probably.
For real?
She's gonna probably try to snuggle.
Yeah, bro. She wants the cuddles. I promise you.
Not every girl likes to cuddle.
I promise you, she most likely. If she wants to stay tonight, I promise you.
After sex, she's probably going to cuddle.
You just said a one-night stand.
Yeah.
Right? It's in the night. You're trying to kick her
try to
out,
leave in the morning. I promise you, bro. I promise you.
Well,
I can't believe you said it. Hope she leaves. Have you done this before?
No.
I to the type to run out of girl house when she goes to the bathroom.
Wait, now you gotta talk about it. Cause
I already told you this story.
I know.
But can we not ask like relationship stuff?
All right. Let's switch it up.
Next question.
You might have to.
Would you leave your hometown forever or stay in your hometown forever?
First, where y'all from? Where you from, Jig?
I'm from Fontana. Yeah.
South Central LA.
South Central LA. For me personally, I would stay in my hometown forever. I plan on staying in my hometown forever anyways. Even when I'm rich, like I don't ever see myself leaving Los Angeles, California. Like I'm rooted here. I love this place. Like I love this city. Like my infatuation and my love for the city is like unmatched. Like I don't think I've ever loved something as much as I love my city. Like I remember when I used to go when I used to like when I moved to Arizona, like I I couldn't wait to come back to LA, even if it was for a weekend. For a
I feel like Arizona made you like appreciate it much more too.
No, I did definitely because I was definitely in some tricky situations out there as well. Where just I knew in California that probably wouldn't happen, and just being in LA, being in Arizona made me appreciate my hometown so much more. And that's why, like, once I was in Arizona, that's when I told myself I will never leave California ever again, like for anything, for any reason. Like, and if I do leave California for any reason, I will definitely try to make my way back.
I feel the same way. It's like to live and die in LA. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like people from Oakland and LA go hard, like, because it's like almost you respect the struggle so much that if you were to go anywhere else, like it just would feel so unfamiliar. Yeah, I'm open to like traveling, but I for sure want to settle down in LA, build my community up, and like, yeah, this is my heart.
Definitely.
See, I'm like conflicted because as an adult me, I know that I would want to like bring my family to Fontana because it's like real cool. Like it's enough to do for a person older, but not like for me as 22. So I don't know. I'm conflicted with that.
But you would move back and you would settle down.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. San Diego's like
exactly.
that too.
I feel like in my 20s I'll probably get out somewhere, but I think I'll move back eventually.
Yep.
Would you date someone with a kid?
I just talked to my mom about this.
Honestly, it just depends. It's crazy because like I'm older now, so like I'm 25, so there's more people my age with kids.
And people having kids younger too, low key.
Well, yeah, this is a time for young parents.
All my friends, low key, is having kids.
My mom had me at 22 or 16.
Yeah, like
Jesus. I think more so it just probably depends on how old the child is. That's for me. Like I think depending on, like, I wouldn't want to be a part of it. Like if I'm dating somebody, I wouldn't want to be a part of that. Like I would want to like how does that make sense?
I think I know what you're saying. Like if they're younger.
If they're really young, they might start to look at me as a father figure.
Yeah.
And then if it didn't work out with his mom and I left, like I wouldn't want that to have a detrimental impact on his future.
So you'd want them to be older?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much I guess.
What if
like,
the father?
Damn,
you could
that's
just have
harder
the
to
father
me.
involved. What if their father just involved?
What do you mean? But like, what do you mean?
Ooh.
Like, if their father's still in love, you won't be as much of a father figure. If his father or her.
Well, that's if. Like, is it a single mother, or I feel like it depends. If they're a single mother, or if they get help from, because that's also another situation. Like, you got to deal with.
But that is
same way a girl has to deal with your baby mama. Like, you got to deal with her baby daddy. Like, nigga might not like you being around this kid or X, Y, and Z.
And when they're older, I feel like a kid could really just act up. Like I feel like
kick your ass or some shit like that. Like,
I feel like that would be more difficult.
I mean, me personally, I probably would prefer the child to be older. So I would prefer the child to be older if there is no father figure. So like I don't know, like he can, I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like if you really like feel for someone, you'll put a lot aside. Kind of like what we talked about earlier. Like she might have a kid, but if you really like want to go that route with her and like really build with her, you probably would not care in the long run.
At this age?
At this age, yeah, I think so. There's a lot you put aside. There's a lot you put aside, bro.
Yeah, but at the same time, like there's also like me personally, I would want to, like I want my first child to be with somebody who's having their first child as well.
I feel that.
In
I do
sense,
too.
Like so. I mean, I can say if I were deep down in my heart, I probably wouldn't. But if I were to, I would prefer the child be a little older than younger.
I agree.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really think it just depends. Like, that's difficult.
What does it depend on though?
I think it just depends on like me right now. I'm not ready to take care of nobody's kid, and I feel like stepping into a situation like that, I would, and that would probably kind of set me back, which is why I'm choosing not to have no kids at this age, right? So I feel like me taking on that responsibility, I wouldn't want to let the child down, so I would step up, and I feel like that would set me back. But if I really love the person and they motivated me to do my dreams, you know, make it happen.
All the intangibles. You might just put your,
and if they pushing me still, then we could probably be a big happy family.
Yeah.
But I would prefer to date a man without no kids.
What part of your body needs lotion?
My elbow.
Right now, or like
My
typically?
Right now.
Right now.
My ankle.
Yeah, low key.
I was like,
I just with the socks.
oh, stop.
Oh!
Y'all are so dramatic. You can't even see.
I seen enough.
I see that outside crust.
I see it too.
That shit crusty.
Crazy.
Next.
What's going on?
Start a fire.
I like that y'all always on my head.
I think I'm doing pretty well today.
Yeah, today I'm pretty good. Maybe the
Got a little
crevices
creases in your face. You could use some moisturizer.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. When you smile, your lips is cracking.
Shit.
Oh, she trying to shoot. Yeah, she trying to shoot. Get on her 7 head. Boom, her forehead need lotion.
My forehead always shining.
No, I don't think I guess where I shut my lips, I guess, but I don't believe that.
Zoom in. Y'all want to zoom in on my ankles?
Hey.
I think I'm good, bro.
But I think for the most part I'm good today. Cause I low-key kind of knew the question was going to come up.
I'm lucky straight. Feel me, skin.
I'm just having a bad day. It's too cold outside.
Yeah, your ankles is...
Chill.
What do you guys' thoughts on the passing of Juice WRLD?
Oh.
Bro. How do you even start? Like, you could go the route where it's like good die young. Like, he's really too young to have lost his life, but he also was heavily involved in drugs. And I feel like if you're heavily involved in drugs, living a fast life, not spending time to take care of yourself, hydration, food, whatever, it's always gonna happen. Just like Lil Wayne, he's been drinking lean forever. Now he has hella seizures, and like A$AP Yams died from it. There's been hella rappers that died from drinking lean. I feel like if you keep following in that path and don't, how do I explain this, bro?
It's definitely influenced in the culture, but like, I feel like people, they do lean because there's other demons that they're facing at that level in their fame, you know?
Yeah.
But like, if you know that lean causes that, it's easy to say stop doing it. Okay, now I'm saying.
I guess what I'm saying is history repeats itself from what you do and you don't learn. You get what I'm saying? So if you're still drinking lean, like, you should understand, like, eventually it's gonna catch up with you.
Yeah.
Eventually. Or any drug, perks, you feel me? Like, it's a lot of kids doing perks in high school, popping perks for school and stuff.
It's
like,
so sad.
Starting this early, eventually it's gonna lead to your demise.
First of all, I want to say rest in peace to Juice WRLD. My thoughts and condolences to his family before I speak on him, because he's no longer here. But I will say that I'm definitely saddened because of the fact that even though I didn't listen to his music like that, like I wouldn't say I was really a big fan, but one of my close friends was like a really big fan of his music, and I do have one of his songs on my phone. It's called Astronauts with Future. I will say anytime somebody loses their life at such a young age, it's just very, very sad. Like, cause 21, like I'm 25. I turned 21 4 years ago. When I was 21, he was 17. Like, if he only had 4 more years to live after he turned 17, you know, that's kind of crazy.
Definitely did things differently.
Definitely, it's kind of crazy because, like I said, I'm 25 and I feel even blessed to have made it to 25. So the fact that he lost his life at 21, like, everybody in here is above 21. Mm-hmm. So imagine if we lost our lives like a week after our 21st birthday. Like that's really very young to go. But also to piggyback on what Jake said, it's definitely a problem in like the hip hop community with lean and just drugs. Period. A lot of rappers are fighting demons with drugs instead of therapy and love and X, Y, and Z, and it's spilling into music, which is spilling into not just spilling outside of the hip hop community into like the listeners. Like now we have kids abusing pills, drinking lean because they think it's cool, because Future raps about it, because Juice WRLD raps about it, and then a lot of these rappers are when they're making references to it, some of them are like literally pleading for help. Like I need help.
And
like, I feel me. I have
that's
a problem.
what I want to say. I feel like some people are talking about it because it became a trend, while others, like, they were literally probably what they were going through before they became famous, they're carrying on to while they're famous. And so, like, they're finding ways to cope with it, and then they're talking about it in their music, which is becoming, an influence over our younger kids. So everything is literally, like, if we don't fix mental health, it's really mental health. Yeah. It's mental health.
When artists be rapping about pain, we be listening to it like,
hey, like, it's like you relate to it. It's like you can relate to it.
And Future said himself, he doesn't drink lean like he used to. He said it just sells. But what's selling, the people that are buying his stuff is these kids and people that are not in the industry.
So then you're continuing the cycle.
So they're doing stuff because they think it's cool. They look up the Future, they look up the Juice WRLD, they look up to Yams and ASAP, like all that.
There's so many people. And then a lot of things, I just spoke about this with my boy Mike. It seemed like before, like in the 90s and like the 80s, the rock stars were the ones who were dying from drug overdoses and shit like that, and X, Y, and Z. Now it's hip hop stars. Now it's rap stars who are the ones who are dying off that shit because they're making so much money. Most of them are already doing these drugs before they get famous. And once they do get more change in their pocket, I could buy dummy now. Like now
more money don't make less problems. More money, more problems.
Now they're buying literally as much as they want and drinking as much as they want of this thing, of this drug, and like, it is what it is. But like, people need to understand like the consequences of those choices. Like, it's cool to get high and shit like that off pills and but in the long run, like, that shit can kill you. Like,
it can.
And I think it's sad because of the potential he still had. Like all the freestyles you see that they've been posting today, like,
and he was
really
headlining, Rolling Loud.
He was headlining, and he honestly he blew up this year, and he has so much more to come.
Yeah, the album with Future, like,
did he have something like working with Roddy? I feel like I heard their name like both together on something. They probably would have worked together sometime in the future, and then he would have worked with like a lot of other.
Like you said, he wasn't heavily on my playlist, but I definitely acknowledge the talent that he had. Like,
it was
obvious.
And he seemed like he was a dope person. Yeah. Like, everybody that's posted him had nothing negative to say about him.
At 21 years old, so just imagine, with a few more years, many more years, he could have done the influence.
He's barely grown.
Just similar to Lil Peep. Like, I didn't listen to Lil Peep, but he obviously influenced people because people connected with his music.
Yeah.
So, people with influence at a young age, like, it's sad to see.
Man, what they headlining Rolling Loud at 21, like,
it's even sadder when you think about it. Like, the kids be like, I can relate to you, and it's like, dang, our kids are literally, our youth are going through so much pain, like, and they're listening to this music to cope with it, and it's not necessarily coping. Like, you kind of following the steps that he's taken, and that's spiraling down. But, whew.
It's definitely
blessings and praise with his family, his fans.
But I think it's just another wake-up call, honestly. Like,
but how many more do we have to see? Like,
Mac's death, I feel like, not even Mac's death. It's been so many. It's due to Yam's death. I thought would have, like, but I guess people don't really see, like, because Juice WRLD said that he grew up, like, his favorite, one of his favorite albums is Dirty Sprite 2. And we all know what that is. Like, come on. And that's probably
Future best.
Best album ever. So. And there's countless, but one of the songs is like him pouring up, like you hear in the beginning. Thought it was a drop. You hear him pouring up. Oh yeah, double cupping song. And then all these music videos, if you look on every rapper's Instagram, there's a picture with him in 2 cups. And every music video is somebody with 2 cups.
There's a lot of rappers
doing that. We have to do better. That's crazy. We have to do better.
It's just another wake-up call. Like I said, it's been plenty before this one, but I think we have to start taking steps in the hip-hop community as well as the black community and doing better for our mental health.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for tuning in this week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell everybody you know about the Jump Off. And
this guy.